is sponsored by Ram Trucks, built to serve.
Live from New York, it's the show that hopes Brew is watching this episode. Did you shake my coffee?
Sorry.
From the air.
I mean, he's flying to Bali.
I hope they have TVs.
Well, I mean, yeah, I do too.
Enjoy your vacation.
Long vacation, Brew. We'll see you after the equinox.
Yeah. It's first things first today. Hold on a second. Is there a chance CD Lamb might be headed to Kansas City? I mean, maybe. Meanwhile, Purdy interceptions, Belichick's future, the Eagles' supernatural funk. Rob Gronkowski joins us to break it all down. A little NFL preview. Nick might ask him if Travis Kelce's the GOAT. We're still debating it.
Listen, man.
Pre-show.
Mr. Consistency. Hubs was like, refer to Gronk as the greatest tight end ever. I was like, I can't lie to the man. I respect him too much.
And finally, a terrible, terrible dilemma for this show. Is Caleb going to make the board? Oh, boy. Not great.
Well, so you think. So you think.
The rules are the rules. If you diss Patrick Mahomes, you end up on the board.
Well, I guess we'll find
Dallas Mayor Eric Johnson is on the board.
Well,
an anonymous scout said Mahomes is not unanimous number one.
Yeah.
Is on the board.
Yeah, that's
he
true.
Straight up said Aaron Rodgers is better than him.
And
Matthew Stafford.
We're in a rough spot.
Okay.
I have to admit.
Tune in, coming up in 20-ish minutes. But we're starting with Team USA down 13 in the fourth. Mount an epic comeback to beat Serbia, get to the gold medal game against France on Saturday. We're going to go through what this game meant for all the major players, starting with LeBron. He had a triple-double and said this after the game: I'm 39 years old going into my 22nd season. I don't know how many opportunities and moments I'm going to get like this to be able to compete for something big and play in big games. And tonight was a big game. How has this run impacted LeBron's legacy?
Well, as we said yesterday, had they lost, it would have been legacy referendum. It would have been, and so I do understand that it doesn't have to be equal. However much he would have dropped, he raises. But it can't be you can drop a lot and it can't help you. It can't be nothing to gain.
Sure.
And so I will do, it is kind of political season, and in political season you have anecdote. Well, no, I'm not getting political here. I might during the Jerry Jones segment, oddly. But you have, big data, but then you also have anecdotal stuff. We talk to people at a diner.
Oh, yeah, I love
and it's
that.
like, so
oh, yeah.
I am going to read you a text unprompted I received for someone you've met, my best friend from high school, I've known him for 20 years.
Oh, yeah.
My buddy Garrett. You met him at the wedding.
Garrett.
If you're in Vegas and need a DJ G-Train, shout out Garrett.
Call it DJ G-Train.
This text from Garrett, a lifelong Kobe Bryant diehard. Michael Jordan is the GOAT guy.
Okay.
At 12:55 p.m. After that performance yesterday, I'm willing to listen to Bron GOAT talk. Dude is different. And
it took him a long time. I'm willing to listen to it.
Willing to. So the more accomplishments, the more pelts on the wall, and the more evidence that this guy is simply, literally and metaphorically, built different than any other basketball player we've ever seen has to matter. The fact that in a tournament of the best players in the world, in a game, on a team that is one of, if not the most talented collection of players ever, from start to finish of the tournament, he has been the best guy.
Yep.
That in the biggest spots against the best player, not on his team, he said, I'll guard him. I'll take on the three-time MVP Nikola Jokic, the finals MVP from a year ago, in the fourth quarter. And we'll get to Steph. While Steph was the best player in that game, LeBron has been the connective tissue of this tournament. And in that fourth quarter, if I can show it, Wilds, what he did was outplay considerably the guy that everyone thinks is the best player in the world. He is now the only player in men's basketball history, well, a game away, I guess, to lead them in everything. Points, we can show it to you. He leads them in points, rebounds, assists. No one's ever done that. And by the way, he's shooting 67% from the field, and he turns 40 in 4 months. And so it is just further evidence that we've never seen a basketball player like this guy.
Tell me if you buy this. I'm going to say he leveled up his status, let's say. So here I tried to make. Tell me if you buy this. These are my my NBA player status levels. Level 1, star. Okay. Bench warmer, but
I understand that matters.
Star. Yeah. Level 2, superstar.
Yeah,
he's been there, done that. Level 3, all-time great.
He's been there.
Been there. Number 4, legend.
He's been there.
Number 5, it doesn't get any higher, icon. And I think these Olympics, maybe he was like popping in and out of the icon club, but now, and honestly, that flag picture.
I said it on the air.
That flag picture did it to me deep down in my heart. Yeah. Like, this dude is an iconic American, and he put the performance together to back it up.
Yep.
The other thing you look at, outside of the NFL 100 list that we've kind of poo-pooed, how do your peers treat you? When it's time the game's over and everyone huddles up, LeBron's going to talk. And he made me almost join the Army again. One more. We already knew this was going to be tested. Chef and Joe, you guys carried us tonight. One more. So, and it was very fired up. And everyone's listening to him. Steph Curry's listening. Like, Durant, defer seems almost
but they understand.
Emasculating.
He is, and again, and we're going to talk Steph in 30 seconds. Steph was the best player yesterday.
Yep.
But LeBron, he is the guy they're following. And the fact, it is not surprising to me that at this point in his career, he can still make the right play, understand how to break down a defense, in my opinion, better than any player alive still. What is surprising is, in the fourth quarter last night, who was the fastest guy on the court?
Yeah, he can move.
Who still had the most juice left? And even if he's not the athlete he was 8 years ago, he's still one of the 3 or 4 best athletes in the league going into year 22.
Well, it's really jarring because I love Melo, obviously. I really love Olympic Melo. But him and Melo talking too, like, you guys drafted the same year.
Yes.
And D-Wade was on the call. So, like,
that's a great point. Melo's coaching from the sideline. D-Wade's on the call with Noah Eagle, and LeBron's the best player on the court.
And he's on the court with guys who went to his camp. It's just, Steph had his jersey in his room, so it's just amazing.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. Steph literally had one of the best games of his life. 33 minutes, 36 points. So according to StatHead, he's hit that many threes, 9 threes, on 14 or fewer attempts, only 9 other times in his entire career.
That's crazy.
So how impressive was this performance for Steph?
Well, listen, that's what's great about these high leverage moments. And people would say it shouldn't have been close, but it was. And these guys all had a ton to lose, and Steph's never been on an Olympic team. So it's not like Steph's got a gold medal in his back pocket to lean on, and he's likely not going to be on another one in the future. So he might be the only person on this team that doesn't already have an Olympic medal and won't get another chance for it. And he saved us. He was a legendary player, had a legendary performance, and that plus LeBron's quote made me really hope and wish that those guys get to have more high-stakes games.
Okay, this is great. So there was a great reaction on Twitter. This went semi-viral.
Wow.
I wrote it. It was
wow.
This picture fired me up too. Lakers and Warriors need to recognize they should be in rebuild mode. That's kind of a shot at them.
I understand. That's fine. Yeah.
For the good of basketball.
Even though, LeBron and AD beat Joker 4 or 5.
That's a good point.
Go ahead.
All parties need to sit in a room and not come out until they figure out how these guys can play 82 games together. How it can happen, I don't know, but I put it out and people liked it, and I just want to give you some of the reaction from it because it was sort of a common refrain. America needs this. I need this. The basketball universe deserves this. The NBA needs this. So it feels almost like I didn't get a lot of that would be cool or that would be awesome. A lot of the responses were like, this feels like fate. This feels like something that should happen.
All right, so what if I told you I found a way for it to happen?
If you can make it happen.
So I found a trade that works with the salary cap.
Okay.
That I think you can make an argument all parties involved get fair value pending how valuable you think year 22 LeBron is.
Okay.
Like, I don't think year 22 LeBron has as much trade value, oddly, as like Lauri Markkanen does right now, because you're trading for one guy for a year or two. It is something that if it were presented to Steph and LeBron, I think they would at least immediately get on the phone and discuss it.
Yeah, have a meeting. That's all you're trying to do.
Okay.
I'm excited for this.
So I haven't told you what it is.
No. Is it Charlotte?
No.
Okay, good. Sorry, Charlotte.
It's 4 legends together and a potential future legend being taken under their wing. And it is LeBron James and Steph Curry both being traded to the San Antonio Spurs.